Hello, love bugs. Before you run away from this video and you're like, Ravi, Star Trek game, what the heck are you talking about? Isn't this a mobile game? I don't even know what's happening on this channel right now. Just look at our alliance right now. We started playing this game, which is Star Trek Fleet Command, on Monday, and we have 42 brand new players like actively playing it right now. Now, don't get me wrong. All of these people are here to help me out and to help me replace my oven that broke. So yes, but let's get it out of the way. While this video isn't sponsored because I wasn't required to make a video for this game and wasn't intending to, and technically it's not an ad, I really just want to show you why I'm enjoying the game. Yes, if you click the link down in my bio or down in the video's description and come and join us to play this really fun little click around happy juice Star Trek game. See, help all. Happy click and help my alliance members. Yes, if you do it in the next 2 weeks and you level up at all in the game, you definitely do support me and help me to get paid this month. So thank you for doing that. So if you just like my content and you're like, I've always wanted to support Ravi, and maybe financially you can't do that, that is totally fine. And I appreciate you watching all my videos, hanging out in streams, whatever it is that you do. But if you wanted to download this game and try to level up to level 21 and unlock a second ship, that would also be very, very cool. And so a bunch of people are doing that for me right now because my community is absolutely amazing. But I decided to make this video because first off, I couldn't find a lot of more recent Star Trek Fleet Command videos when I went looking for them on how to do certain things in the game. And secondly, I wanted to make an easy kind of tutorial for those of you who are wanting to come and join and get on our server and play with us so that you could actually find us as well. So here we are. So let's talk about what this game is. So first off, this is a very click happy kind of builder strategy game where you explore space, unlock different Star Trek characters from all of the different versions of the Star Trek films and television shows. And so it is great for Trekkies, but it's also great for people who are into strategy. Now, in the beginning of the game, you really do spend a lot of time just kind of building up your base and getting it to where you want it to be so you can unlock other things, build the things that you want to build, do the research that you need to do to make your ships better so that you can go on different missions all around the world and eventually actually fight other players in different PvP arenas. There's all different kinds of cool things that you can do. Right now, while I'm making this video, I just have my ships just chilling. They're just hanging out and they are mining away from me. These aren't even mining ships, but that's what they're doing because I have nothing else for them to do while I make this video. So it's a little bit of running around and doing missions. It's a little bit of building and strategy, and it's a little bit of playing with your friends if that's what you would like it to be. So let's start off with the very, very basics. Let's say you're like, Ravi, I'm in. I love Star Trek. You've already got me. I want to come and play with you guys, and I want to join your group. Well, you can do that very, very easily if you are in the US. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click the link that's down below, and then you're going to follow the instructions to install the game. Once you've made it through the very, very basic tutorial, you'll make it up to like about level 3. It's going to ask you to join an alliance, which the alliances are down here in the corner. This is what our alliance page looks like. We are Cult Ravynia. So it'll ask you to join an alliance. You're just going to pick a random one because you're going to leave it to join ours. Once you get to the point that you're back at your station and you get to a point in the game where you're able to click right up here, this is my profile. So I have Uhura up there from the Star Wars films, played by Zoe Saldana, which is one of my favorite characters. You can unlock all different kinds of player profile photos from the series and all different kinds of cool images, as well as different frames as you level up in the game so that you can express yourself and do some, oh, actually, I like that one. You know what? Maybe it doesn't make sense that it would be from Discovery and Uhura, but you know what? It's pretty. I like it. Let's put it on. So once you are able to come up in here, it's going to see this here is your server information and date and time. You're going to go ahead and hit settings. Now you can't see it in on my screen right now, it is not here because I have already done my server transfer. But you're going to come to this screen and it's going to say universe at one of these little bars. You will click on universe, and what you're going to do is scroll down to universe 98, US 098, and then you're going to transfer to that server, and then you'll be with us. So you're looking for US 098. You will come to that server, and then a screen will pop up telling you that you are going to be kicked from your current alliance. You're going to say yes, confirm. Your game will restart, and once you do, you're going to come back down to the alliance thing. A little thing has been popping up for new people where it's been saying you can't do that because you're not in an alliance. Just hit OK, and then it'll take you to the alliance screen, which lists all the alliances. You're going to search for Cult Ravynia, and you're going to join up with us. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, Ravi, you already have 42 out of 54 people. What if it fills up? As you level up, so the more people that we get and the more people we get putting into our levels, the more people we can add. So right now our cap is 54. Once we hit 13, our cap will increase to 56, and so on and so forth. So even if you get to the server and you can't join us right this second, you can always join another alliance for a bit, and then come over and be with us. Now, the alliance for me is what makes the game so fun. First off, if you look in the top middle section, you have a chat up here. There is, of course, a chat for the world, but I tend to avoid that, as well as private chat. But your center one is just your alliance's chat. So we can actually all talk to each other right inside the game. We could make plans to do different things, which is pretty cool, especially later on in the game when I think we're going to be doing like arenas and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. But also what your alliance does, and as you'll watch it throughout the video, if anything purple pops up here to help your friends, it is an opportunity to help turn the timers and make them lower. So see, Lindy Lou Who just sent help for pinpoint targeting. So what they just did is one of my things that I'm building right now. That was actually research. One of my researches that I'm doing right now. Lindy Lou Who just clicked that button, and it reduced the time it's going to take for that research to be done. So Sarah just sent it as well. Notice the time just went down a few minutes for that. Instead of going down slowly, it jumped like 3 or 4 minutes less because Sarah helped me out. So that is a really cool thing, that your timer actually goes down when you're hanging out when you have your friends online and they are clicking that button to help you out, which is pretty cool. So that helps you to get things built faster, which eventually allows you to upgrade and build better ships. It also helps you to unlock the higher amounts of this is your academy, which allows you to recruit new officers. Let me show you some of the people you can get in the game, which is pretty cool. I've already gotten a lot of characters from the different shows that I know from Star Trek, particularly Crusher, Riker, and Troy. I'm a next gen girl. I also love the new films. I love that I have Picard already, and I do have Kirk from the new films, as well as Uhura. I have a cadet version of Kirk, and I Data. You know, like there's some really great characters already unlocked, but that is not the only ones. There's also Badgie. From the animated series that they did. And then look at all of these additional characters that are available, which I think is really exciting. There's so many different ones for you to recruit and for you to find, which I think makes the game fun as well. You never know when you finally will be able to unlock the different versions of them. So I'm going to go ahead and recall my ship that currently has Kirk on it, so you can kind of get a little peek of what the different ships look like and what they do. So if I go ahead and click on that while I'm here, I can hit manage, and then that's going to pull up my ship. It's going to give me options to assign different officers. Right now I have Deanna on there just because I have her leveled up pretty high, but she doesn't really work with them because she's from a different Star Trek, but she's still worth it to have up there right now just because of based on the officers that I have. But I also have Kirk and I have Scotty. Now I actually unlocked some new officer slots by upgrading my ship, so I can actually put some new officers onto this ship as well. Now you can look at all of their different stats to see what their info is and who is valuable to put on in different areas. some different characters actually have abilities that work under the bottom of the ship, which is pretty cool. So what you're going to do is start looking for characters that actually have abilities that work underneath on the bottom of the ship and not on the bridge, which, for example, Badgie, I can't assign Badgie here because Badgie is already on one of my other ships. But Badgie specifically has abilities that aren't on the bridge, are actually in the below slot deck. So this is a below deck ability. Haha, you're gonna die. Increases armor protection, shield penetration, and accuracy by 15%. So I have him on my other ship. So it's cool that there really is like strategy behind who you are going to put into the different slots of your ships, and then when you're upgrading them, it also upgrades them, the ship, and upgrades who you can put in the ship, which is cool. And I'm gonna click through all my guys later and figure out who I want to put there. But you can also upgrade your ship itself, send it on different missions and things. You can upgrade its different items. So this is its armor, this is its warp engines, here are plasma cannons, and over there, and I have my ship completely maxed out. This is an Orion Corvette, and this was my second ship, and I do have it completely maxed out. And so that's kind of a look there at the ships. Now you can also swap the ships. If you build additional ships, you can swap them for different ones and work on leveling those up. But since I do have these maxed right now and I don't have a spot for a third ship yet, that's all I've really been working on personally. Oh, look, our little purple spot has come up to click help all. Another cool thing about the game just in general, especially when you're first getting started, is there's just lots of opportunities for you to get additional items for free. So if you look in the claim chests, often there are first off, there's a whole bunch of codes. I'm going to go ahead and flash those on the screen right now. Now these are valid as of November in 2024. They might be expired tomorrow, I don't know, but these are the ones that we have used since this all began, and you use it by linking your Scopely account, which also gets you additional characters like Badgie. So again, you can do that in your settings and link your Scopely account, or sign up for one for the first time to get yourself some more stuff. And then you can just go right in here and click redeem code. It's going to actually pull up your Scopely here on another screen, and you can enter your codes and stuff right there, and it will work right in here. If you do it on your mobile phone, it is a little bit different, but still the same idea, still the same place to go. But you always have chests in here that you can take a peek at, and you have one that every single 10 minutes you get a free chest, and it will have some sort of gift inside of it, and usually some sort of speed up that you can use. So if you're getting low on speed ups, it's a good thing to just check every 10 minutes. Even if you're doing the dishes, do the dishes, have it on your phone every 10 minutes, click it, and you can get yourself some additional speed ups in between your dishes. You also have your 4-hour chest, and then your 24-hour chest, and a bonus chest for being on PC, and then loyalties for the month and for the week, which I haven't gotten to take advantage of yet because I just started playing this. Let me show you that not only are you here on your station, obviously, the point of Star Trek is to explore the world. So if we go to the exterior here, it's going to show you just the exterior of what it's starting to look like for my base. But then we can click over here on system, and it will pull us out just to the system that we're on. So this is the planet that I'm currently living around. I'm purposefully living here because I need a lot of this material, and so I'm mining it when I'm not actively playing the game. I'll set up my ships to go and mine. So right now I'm going to select this ship. I'm going to put it back out over here. It tells me how much resources are available. I've been mining it pretty well, so I might find another one. This one has 9,000 resources available, so I'm going to go ahead and click it to mine. I might not have it mine the entire time until the hull is full, but it's like if I'm not actively playing the game, it's a good thing to do while I'm off working or doing something else and not actively doing missions or anything. So here from the system, this is the current system that I'm in with different planets. When you see an exclamation point over top of a planet like you do over here on Oxus, that means that there are additional missions and things that I can pick up on that planet. So you can go around and do different missions all over the solar system and all over the galaxy, which is huge. There are so many places to go. So many things to do, so many missions, so many things to find. If you're a Star Trek nerd, you're going to love it for the lore. If you're just into the strategy of it, then you'll just do missions to unlock more stuff and get better ships. But again, the thing that's so fun to me, look at all these purples. All these little purples that you're seeing all around there is showing me where my alliance is. And they're all over the place, but they have spots all over this area of the map. It also tells you the different levels. So obviously we have some bigger areas over here that I haven't quite made it to yet. These are higher level 17. I'm only 15 at the moment. Oh, look, see, Diane just helped my pinpoint targeting. Over on these different places, if I click on them, it's going to tell me that it's out of my warp range. I have to slowly move my particular station to get closer and closer to my friends. Now, if you're ever on this screen or any screen, let's say even with one of your ships off in the middle of nowhere, and you can't remember exactly where you live, or you get lost for a second and you want to get back to your station, it's really easy. You're just going to click exterior. That's going to take you to the exterior of your station in whatever system you are currently at. You can also still call in your ships. Both of mine are here right now, so you can actually see them docked on the outside, which is pretty cool. And then you can go ahead and click back inside and go back to doing whatever it is that you were doing, whether it's helping your friends, helping alliance members, or doing something else. The main goal in all of this is always to be working towards upgrading your operations center. Your operations center is when you're in doubt of what do I need to research, what do I need to do, you need to click on this building, and your operations center is going to tell you what you need to do. Right now I'm at Operations Center 15, and obviously I am trying to upgrade that so I can have better ships. I can unlock more stuff in the game. I'll be able to go into tougher areas and fight bigger ships. And it's also always going to tell you here on the corner that what requirements are needed to upgrade your station. And what my favorite thing I gotta say about the design of this game is this. So I know I need to upgrade my defense technologies to level 5. So I'm going to hit go. I want to go do that. Well, my requirement hasn't been met for it, because in order for me to level this up, I need to learn about defense technology. So I'll hit go. And as you can see, I am actively currently working on upgrading my defense technology. So go me, in 10 hours, that will be ready for me to take the next step. So I can just go back to here and be like, okay, so the other thing that I need to work on right now is my shipyard. So I can go to shipyard and, oh, look, that is also what I'm currently upgrading. So once those two things are done, I will be able to then upgrade my operations level, which will put me at level 16. So at the end of the day, this is where your main focus should be. While there are other things you can work on leveling up as well, and eventually it will make you do some of the other things need to be upgraded as you upgrade along the way to upgrading this. But there's also ways to do fun away teams. Right now I have a couple of away teams currently gone. They are just little missions that you send a couple people on. This one was for diplomatic relations. You can take a peek at it and it'll tell you who I sent, which you can see here are the 3 characters that I sent on the mission. My chance for success was 100% and getting myself some more upgrades for my officers. And then if I get a critical, I can get an additional bonus of this is called lithium, and you can use this to hurry up and upgrade different things when you're playing as well. And it also gives you the critical traits that the person has to have in order to go on the trip. So I just needed to make sure that I sent someone with the critical trait of diplomat. And that gets a little bit more complicated, but it really is easy as you're clicking through. In the very beginning of the game, you really are just going to feel like you're just clicking go, go, go. That every time you click on something, it's going to tell you what it needs to upgrade, whether you want to do it instantly or if it still has other things that it needs you to do in order to do it. And you're going to feel like you're just going click, 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 and not really understanding fully what's going on until you just kind of do. You just kind of realize, oh, so these are making these items for me, which allows me to upgrade more additional things as well as my alliance. These are making this. these are making this, and this is how I'm getting my different resources. So the better I upgrade them, the more I'm going to get them. I also just highly recommend, while you're waiting for things to build, checking out all of your different buttons and seeing all the things that there are to do. Like, there are different combat levels and things for you to go after, which unlock even more gifts for you, which you're going to need in the game. Obviously, station upgrades, which will eventually do it. This says to level up Spock to level 10, so I can get this next thing, and then I'll earn even more stuff, as well as the unlock for Pike, who I'm really looking forward to having. It will give you daily goals that you can be going towards. You could go, oh, while I'm waiting for this building to build, I can go in here and go after a hostile hunters, ships of 14 or higher, 25 ships of 15 or higher. I can go after those and get myself even more additional items that I can use to upgrade. Everything about, obviously, is about upgrading your station, upgrading your ships, upgrading your crew. So I really recommend just clicking around and seeing what else there is for you to do, because there's a lot. And then if you go back out to your exterior, there's even fun mini games that you can play as well, like this guy right here. If you click on this, I have already maxed it out, and this is the battle simulator. It's really fun. You just get to come in here and figure out the best combination of ways to shoot down different ships. But when you do it, you actually unlock Kirk, which is pretty cool. So if this seems like something that would be up your alley, please consider coming to join us. It is completely free to download and completely free to play. I will be totally honest. Of course, there is a store. That is how the developers make their money. I personally don't want anyone ever spending any money that they do not have on anything. Like I said, this is free to play, and you absolutely can play it as a 100% free to play game and never give it a penny. If you find after a few days that you are really loving it, the two big things that I did spend money on, but again, I was given a budget for being sponsored for the game, so I decided to spend it on the things that they recommended to me, which was the permanent second builder, and then I decided to get the researcher as well, which allowed me to have a second thing building at all times and a second thing being researched at all times. I do get a kickback if you buy the second builder. If you spend $5 on it, I get 15. If you do not want to spend any money on the game, please do not. But there's a reason why they make that the thing that I get as a kickback. It's because it is one of the most valuable things in the game, and at only $4.99, it is a good bang for your buck. You also get some additional bonuses for making your first purchase in the game and or for spending the money on it. It really is worth it to be able to have both my both of the things leveling up right now that I do, which is this one that's going to take me 10 hours and then this one that's only taking for 54 minutes. So I'm upgrading a bunch of my smaller things while I'm waiting on the big thing to upgrade that will allow me to upgrade my operations center. I really do find value in it, and I think it's worth it to get it in the long run. But again, you do not have to spend a penny to enjoy this game. It's just going to take you a little bit longer to get your stuff upgraded, and that's totally fine. If you have patience, you're better than me. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to my spiel about why we really are enjoying this game. If you would like to download it, please check out the link down below and join our Discord so that you can join the conversation. Or if you don't use Discord, obviously you can just use the Alliance chat, and we can just talk in the game right here and say yay when our friends hit higher levels. Love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Live long and prosper.